Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thank you for watching us. On our program today is Ken Osowski, and he is the Director of Marketing for the Service Provider Business Unit of Dialogic. Ken, how are you?
Good. How are you, Rich?
Great. Thanks for being on the program.
It's my pleasure.
So, your company has been around in the computer telephony CTI space for decades. And
yes.
Your company made core building blocks for communications and especially allowing communications systems to communicate with computer systems pretty much before anybody else even thought of it.
Right, right.
And you've evolved so much over the last few decades, and one of the areas of expansion has been into the carrier space.
That's correct, right. Yes, the service provider market, through acquisition over the last few years has become a large part of our business. And, all of a sudden we find ourselves in service provider networks as opposed to enterprise networks. Now we're in both. And, as the products evolve, they're combining with each other and they're interoperating with each other across it. But the service provider space is a big one for us. We have appliances, essentially, media gateways, video gateways, which connect advanced services into TDM networks and mobile networks. And then we have also components which are programmable, such as a media server, which is programmed through an application server to provide applications to these same customers. So there's a broad portfolio of systems and services that are available to a service provider customer today.
And it's amazing when you just think of all the acquisitions, the roll-ups, between Natural Microsystems NMS, and you've got Kintata that was Excel and Brook Trout,
right.
And Snowshore. Snowshore was thrown in there.
That's right.
And other acquisitions. You really have so many leading-edge carrier solutions now rolled into your portfolio.
That's correct. That's correct. In fact, there's new products that are being introduced already. There's a family of products around media processing called Power Media. That really creates an umbrella around our media processing technology, both from products that we've already had in our portfolio to brand new products that include the web media server, which reaches out to the web community and building telephony applications into websites. So that's another brand new area for us. We're focusing on a slightly different paradigm for people to do application development. We're all aware in this community of SIP and how SIP is used, and you and I, we've all been doing this for a long, long time, but there's a community out there that's doing a considerable amount of work around websites, and they know one side of developing websites, right?
Sure.
They don't know telephony as well,
Sure.
But we're trying to address that market by making it simpler for them. But they still want to bring live communications into their applications as well,
Sure.
Whether it's making a phone call, making a video call from a PC, from a social networking site. These are the kinds of applications that are really driving revenues today for a lot of these big portals.
And that's very exciting, and it's like you said, it's just an opportunity because you do have a tremendous amount of innovation and excitement in the web development community, and you almost have these two silos of traditional communications and people having to know intelligent networks and SS7 and just really esoteric concepts that just boggle the mind, and then web development, which has become relatively simple in terms of just the kinds of things you need to know, and a lot of the information is abstracted from developers. And so getting these two universes to kind of cross over where this developer is able to absorb it all is the goal, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely. Because on the website, they're using different sets of application development environments. They may be using Java or whatever the case may be to write their applications. And in fact, the way they look at these kinds of integrations with their website, they don't even necessarily understand what a call flow is. And you definitely don't want them to understand what SIP is. So you have to mask all that out and provide to them an API, which is very well understood by them today, to make the integration very simplistic. And that's really the key to our strategy going forward with that product line.
And your company also had a major acquisition, which now will make you a publicly traded company in the next few months, right?
That's correct, with Verizon Networks, and it's a great opportunity for both companies. Obviously the public information is what it is, but both companies have a great install base of customers, and it adds a great portfolio of customers to our service provider business, and it complements our current product categories that we provide, as well with the session border controllers, and session board and bandwidth optimization being the other. So that falls into our video business. What's nice about it is that now we'll have a complete portfolio, a broader portfolio of products to sell the service provider market, which is very exciting.
And I spoke with your CEO, Nick Jensen, just a few days ago, actually, and he mentioned that this is just going to be another step in the ongoing, his ongoing goal to grow the company and to move into new areas via acquisitions and it's been very exciting to watch from the outside, just seeing how all these different pieces have come together and he has this unbelievable passion for video.
He does.
Now it's a matter of seeing how you can get this latest acquisition to help with compressing video, and the other challenge, of course, is to increase the ability for carriers to find ways to charge for the video. So it's one is how do we get them to use video, get the consumers to use video, but also get the consumers to say, God, this service is so awesome that I'll pay a few dollars a month or whatever.
Absolutely. In fact, we with video traditionally we played more as much of a role with the application developer and the solution provider for providing those kinds of video services. And it's nice to have a complementary view as well from the core network side, because as we know, mobile networks are switching over to more of an IP core with the IMS transition, and so there are value-added subsystems that plug into that provide value-added services in the context of these video applications. So they all fit together nicely, as a total solution. Video obviously can consume a lot of bandwidth, and this is why all the data plans are being charged for now very dearly.
Yeah.
And seriously, there's a lot of capabilities that we can provide both in the core and at the edge with value-added services as well.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. What's next?
Well, we're going to IT Expo. That's what's next.
October 4th through 6th, 2010, Los Angeles Convention Center. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah, we'll be announcing some new products there, and we're looking forward to it. We're getting in prep for that now. And then we'll have a couple webinars as well with TMC as well next month. So
great.
One on video, actually, and the other one on the network edge.
I'm looking forward to participating in all of those. And thanks so much for being on the program, and we'll see you at IT Expo, if not sooner.
Good to see you, Rich.
Yeah, likewise.